We expect more than 70 million visitors to an unforgettable pageant.
Then the President.
I want the people of the world to visit this fair and all the various exhibits of our American industrial companies and the foreign companies who are most welcome, and to come to the American exhibit, the exhibit of the United States, and see what we've accomplished through a system of freedom.
And many of our states will exhibit. New York State will feature the Tent of Tomorrow and a circular theater with panoramic motion pictures. In the New York City building, there will be several exhibits. Here's a part of a giant model now under construction of the entire New York metropolitan area. 840,000 buildings in astonishing detail. Here's New York's lovely summer festival queen, getting a close-up view. Big Button's Ice Travaganza with Olympic skating champions will also be in the city building. On the shore of Meadow Lake, Hawaii will feature food specialties at the Five Volcanoes restaurant. Florida will have the first live porpoise show at any fair and a 100-foot-high citrus tower. Missouri's Lindbergh was the first in air, her Alan Shepard first in space. New Jersey will celebrate its 300th anniversary. The New England states, a village green and country store. West Virginia proudly exhibits as the land of relaxation. And Maryland will dramatize the Battle of Fort McHenry and the writing of the Star-Spangled Banner. Our own United States of America at the New York World's Fair. A fair is news, often big news. This is our press building from where we tell the world about new exhibits, visiting celebrities, ticket sales. The building dedication was attended by hundreds of newsmen, radio and television reporters, publicists. Then a ribbon cutting, a typewriter ribbon. News was made at the fair when General Douglas MacArthur paid a visit. In the model room, the general saw the exhibits in miniature. The fair will revive our lagging patriotic spirit, the general said. It was a most pleasant visit from a grand old soldier. Mr. Moses, there are a number of questions that I presume all prospective visitors would want to ask. The first one would be, well, how do you get here?
Oh, you get here by every form of locomotion known to man.
By ship, international arrivals from countries all over the world. The excitement of a visit not only to the fair, but to the city all people seem to want to see. By plane, too, the arrival of visitors on any of 39 airlines that serve New York from abroad. This is Idlewild Airport, the international door to the fair, and only 6 miles away. LaGuardia Airport is our domestic gateway to New York. You'll arrive at a new passenger terminal 6 times as big as the old one, and part of an overall $115 million modernization program. Of course, millions and millions of us will come by automobile. The arterial approaches here at the fair will be virtually brand new and will become a permanent part of New York's great highway system. Biggest in an imposing array of facilities is the mighty Verrazzano Narrows Bridge, being constructed by Triborough Bridge and Tunnel Authority. As chairman of the authority, Robert Moses talks to Raymond Corbett, president of New York State AFL-CIO, and Otmar Ammann, designer of the new bridge. The Narrows Bridge will be finished in the second year of the fair. You may drive over it on your way into New York, or over another of the city's great links to the nation. New housing facilities are being built throughout the metropolitan area. By opening day, 350 hotels and motels with pleasant accommodations will be ready for you in all price ranges. Some, like this one, right off the fairgrounds. Others in New York itself are familiar and comfortable. Still others are brand new with the gloss and sheen of modernity. Some motels are right in town, and parking is no problem. And staying in New York is fun. From the tallest building, a view that is unsurpassed. A delightful lunch. And a cooling spring breeze. Curtain time along the Great White Way. Even buying tickets to the fair. Tickets are on sale now all over the country. Many city institutions will sponsor joint programs with the fair. The Guggenheim Museum, the New York Public Library, the Museum of Modern Art, the Metropolitan Museum of Art, and at the magnificent Lincoln Center for the Performing Arts, the New York State Theater to open in time for the fair, and Philharmonic Hall. Concerts, plays, opera and ballet at the great Lincoln Center. Getting to the fair from the city is easy. Take a subway, bus, railroad, pleasure boat, or even your own boat to the World's Fair Marina. Over 800 craft will be able to dock here for a visit to the fair. Or you can even take a helicopter from 3 New York heliports, one on the roof of the Pan American Building. Helicopters will make regular flights to the fair. They'll land at the Port of New York, New Jersey exhibit building. World's fairs, as a rule, are ephemeral. Will there be anything lasting at this one?
Oh, yes, indeed. In the first place, we'll have several new buildings, but over and above that, we're going to finish Flushing Meadow Park with the receipts of the fair. And when I say that, I think it'll be the finest park in the city of New York. It's right at the geographical and population center, and I think it will cost about $10 million to finish the park. The landscaping will be here, the trees will still be here. About half the utilities have been put in on a permanent basis, so they'll stay. And this will be a great park, the park.
But in the meantime, construction goes on so rapidly, in fact, that what you see here is already ancient history. It won't be long now. So plans and preparations race ahead for the opening of the gates to the New York World's Fair. And you'll be one of the 70 million, perhaps 80 million visitors to see this, one of the most spectacular shows of all time. And now, until April 22nd, 1964, so long.